Hello, I am Oriana Anderson reporting to you live in DC at the Presidential National Debate. Tonight's candidates will be Jonathan Scares, Benjamin Button, and George Lopez. We will report back to you after the debate has completed. Thank you and enjoy the rest of your night.
And welcome to our online presidential debate. I'm your moderator, Clara Reed. For our first question, all candidates are able to answer. And the question is, what is the most important aspect of our democracy?
I believe that the most important aspect of our democracy is that we give our citizens the right to choose, or the ability to choose. They get to choose their own laws by voting. They get to choose their own leaders by voting. And I feel like giving them that choice is a very important way to allow them to explore their own freedom.
I think that choice is very important in a democracy, but to me I think the most important thing about our democracy is that the people and the government split power evenly, and that they share the power and they don't abuse, or one side abuses it. And as long as both sides are balanced, and that's the most important thing in our democracy, that power is split evenly.
I believe the most important aspect of our democracy is the voice of the people, because a democracy, by definition, is control of an organization or group by the majority of its members.
Thank you for those wonderful points. Unfortunately, we have to move on. Mr. Button, our people want to know, what's your position on presidential impeachment?
I think impeachment is very important in our government because we need to have the people need to have the ability to remove a president from office if they realize that who they elected wasn't correct, or that they're not doing their job in office. So I think it'd be very important it is important that impeachment is a thing in our government. How do you feel about this, Mr. Scares?
I personally don't support the act of impeaching a president, because I feel that if a president has a policy that he knows is good for America or for the American people, but it doesn't get a lot of support from the American people, they might try to impeach a president or the president. But I'm happy that the process of impeaching a president is a very long and difficult one, so chances are that when I'm president, I'll be able to do whatever I want and not have to worry about getting impeached.
Mr. Scares, what are your plans for aiding the environment in our nation?
I believe the best way to stop a lot of the pollution in America would just be, to get rid of all the cars, or to get rid of all the gas cars and make everybody switch to electric cars.
That's not really going to solve anything, though. That's just going to create more problems. Like, I think my solution is better. I think if we got rid of a lot of the cows in America, that'd solve the problem. Because cows produce a lot of greenhouse gases. Then it solves the problem. And we can use other sources of meat. There's chicken, pork, fish.
If we just switch to all electric cars, it's going to help the problem in the long run, because you get rid of cows, but more gas cars are just going to be purchased, and eventually.
But a lot of the power comes from a lot of
I'm sorry to interrupt, but we must move on to our final question of the evening. How do you believe the people will react to your policies, and why?
I believe that the American people respect my policies and find them to be exceptional. They'll be really clear, and they'll be fair, and they'll benefit everybody. Unlike dictator Scares' politics, they are too extreme.
See, you're talking about your policies right now, but I haven't really heard you talk about any tonight. Can you give me at least 3?
No.
Interesting. Alright, well.
Hello, President Scares. It's been 100 days since you became president, and a lot of your policies have been receiving a lot of negative feedback. How do you feel about that?
Well, the people haven't really taken in my policies as well as I was hoping they would. But looking at it the way I am, there's not much they can do, because I'm not breaking any parts of the Constitution with my policies, so they can disapprove of them as much as they want, and I will still remain in office for 4 years, and hopefully another 4 after.
Nice talking to you, President.
All right, thank you.